Can I send me the link?
Yep, 1 second. It was still actually going up. Tube.
At Mudkip.
Live.
It's PRs.
It's not showing
Right.
up. Why can I not?
You're gonna make me switch accounts to go to your YouTube channel, aren't you?
Oh, there we go. No, it just showed up now. It was just taking forever.
Oh, okay.
The
Can you
usual.
send me it?
Yeah.
You're
Maybe.
gonna make me
There we go.
switch accounts to go to your YouTube channel, aren't you?
Oh, there we go. No, it just showed up now. It was just taking forever.
Oh, okay. Exquisite.
The
Can you
usual.
send me it?
Yeah. Could have made the background slightly thick. The wording, seeing as I chose white and light background, but I don't care. I mute stream. I just showed up now.
Yeah, that's what I did.
There we go. I actually have 2 monitors again, so I can move this over.
Yippee!
I just broke the thing. Hang on.
Yippee!
I broke the background. I think I fixed it. There we go. It's fine. I totally didn't just break absolutely everything. This. There we go. That to under 2. Why can I? It's fine. This gives people time to show up while I'm trying to fix everything.
True.
I have to open chat in a web browser. I can't just use this anyway. Be stupid. Cool. Anyway.
It's okay.
We're learning things today.
We totally know what we're doing.
I have never once claimed to know what I'm doing.
Okay, we made the sick ass background though in like 5 minutes.
True. I'll put the chat over here so I can actually. Like that, though I can still control that in the background. Okay, everything's maybe possibly working. Oh, did I close the? What happened? Oh, do I have to move it?
You break it already?
I maybe. I don't know. It's showing. What? Hi, if anyone's in chat, give us a minute. I'm terrible at my job.
It is
Showing
not.
any?
Should I have pinged all draft people instead of just Mudkip?
Hmm. What did I do? I did something wrong.
Let me add Muffin.
Happening here. Why is the stream a black screen? Oh, it's not. I'm really stupid. Oh, thank you, but I'm definitely terrible at my job. Yeah, it turns out I'm just dumb. I apparently it wouldn't like the picture in picture mode thing, so I couldn't see the video and I thought something was wrong with it. I'm silly. It's there we go.
I pinged the draft watch party anyways.
Woo! Does anyone even have that role right now?
Do they not? Was that a lie?
I literally don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Did I ping a fake role?
It's fine. We added Mudkip and we added the watch party. It's fine. Whoever has the roles will know it exists.
If not, there'll be a video later.
Exactly. There will be a video later. I'm probably not going to edit it much at all.
Excellent. Exquisite even.
Exquisite indeed. Hey Spectre, welcome up.
So shall we get started?
Probably.
So Endless got 16th pick, but technically first pick. due to Muffin's wacky ride. And he got Zamazenta C, Greninja, Osaluna Blood Moon, Mesprit, Glamoria, Entei with Terra, Shaman, Mandibuzz, and Comfy with Terra.
I probably should have said, by the way, hi everyone, Maki's with me. Is that if that
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
obvious by now?
I'm here. Hi. I didn't get announced, but I exist. Hi, Maki. Nice. Yeah.
I've been sick today. Cut me some slack. I don't know what I'm doing.
This is the second PLs I've done today.
Real. I was supposed to do the other one, and then I was just like, I feel like death. Yeah, this sure is sure is Zamazenta Greninja Ursaluna.
What's your opinion on base 100s?
I don't know what my opinion is, but I think Endless likes them a lot.
What's your opinion on base 80s?
How does this team have Zamazenta and Greninja and still have the most middling speed I've ever seen?
I don't know. I don't know, but it really does.
Like, don't get me wrong, the team is really threatening. Like, there's a lot of power on this team. It just doesn't outspeed anything. Hey, Dashing, welcome, welcome.
I mean, the doggy and the frog do.
Yeah, but it's like you're kind of relying on exactly only that for your speed, and then like Entei could be scarfed or just the E speed set or like a scarf Glimmy or something. But like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, faster mons, especially like just like base 120s, base like 119s, like Roaring Moon, get a lot of bulk.
Cinderace.
Cinderace, bulky Cinderace. Let's go. That is a set. I don't know why I'm talking like it's not. Honestly, Dashing, neither did we originally. We kind of just said, what if we just did this live?
No, we're doing it live
It also just makes
because,
less editing for me, so we're doing it this way.
yeah,
Oh, absolutely. I hate the frog. It's terrible. It's a fraud.
it's a frog. Okay, I'll
True.
stop.
No, you're fine.
Uh, I would have liked a ghost, I feel.
Yeah, agreed. Especially like there's nothing like you have one of the best hazard setters in the game and nothing to like spin block for it. Like there's literally nothing on this team to deter removal, which is a shame.
No, ghost, no defiant,
Yeah.
no competitive, if you
Hmm.
really want to do that.
But is frog? It sure is frog. I just don't like frog. Hey, Gogi, welcome. Frog. I can't.
Good, great
That's
minds think alike.
true. I will say I'm not the biggest fan of there being like one real fighting resist on this team when all three of your big scary guys are weak to it.
No, I know Gren is a really good dog, but uh, ghosts are really scary. And you do have the Blood Moon that has the Mind's Eye.
Hmm.
I don't know. I've just used enough Zamazenta C's to know I really would have liked a better, not a better, but more consistent ghost remover and a status removal, in my opinion. Shaman is an cure, and you have Gren, but that's not switching in on a fighting type. Like you said,
Hmm.
Either's Glimmy because it's poison, and what's defense?
It's like isn't it like 105? Isn't it like 105 across the board or something? Or
Oh, I'm
my
still in Gen 8. Yeah, 105. 105
yeah
with 80
yeah like that
attack, HP.
like Convey is also kind of a fighting switch in. Like it'll take like a close combat well, but at the same
As long
time,
as it's
it's
not
not.
had.
Yeah, it's not really what you want to be doing with it. And if it's Terra, then you lose that resist. So it's like all three of your big guys sharing the same really common weakness is not great.
To Endless's credit, he does have the best fighting type in the format.
This is true.
Uh,
But that fighting
but
type
like,
also loses to other fighting types most of the time.
I was gonna say, it's not like we can use Val, for example, that beats other fighting types.
Yeah. Especially because like Mandibuzz doesn't even help with that either, because it's a flying that doesn't resist.
Mm-hmm.
I do like Mandibuzz, though your only removal being defog when you have Glimmy. I mean, I guess Glimmy can do it itself, but like how often are you
It's
really bringing Mortal Spin?
it's like the Dawn Fan theorem of do you really want to set up Stealth Rocks and removal
Yeah.
on the same mon? Like you can. It's a
Hmm.
good mon for that. I mean, I think Glimmer was ass, but like it's good at what it does.
I like Glimmy, but I never brought hazards.
I can't use that thing properly, so that's a skill issue.
Real. I will say, like, it's pretty evident that this team just kind of wants to get going and never stop, which I think it has the tools to do. It has the really good hazard, like, spam of Glimmy. Terra Ente that sure is Terra Ente. It's a problem. We all know what it does. And like the first three are definitely scary. Like this team's got a really solid offense. Its bulk's like okay. It's good enough. But like
what's really scary about this team is hazards,
yeah.
screens with Mesprit, and then Comfey getting a Calm Mind or Greninja
Mm-hmm.
going for Battle Bond.
Right. It
I think
feels to me a little bit like a team where it's like once it gets going, if it gets like interrupted, if its momentum gets stopped, I feel like it's kind of hard to come back from.
it's really good on offense. It's gonna have a harder time on defense, I feel.
Yeah. Especially because that's the one thing with Zama is like I would like to see like a good wish passer with Zama just because it's got the bulk to stay around but no way to heal itself or stay or can keep itself in the fight, which is a shame.
Yeah, because it can't have lefties on boots.
Yeah. And like one bit of status just ruins it.
Yeah, because it can't get boned or um paralyzed really. And it can't be toxic, luckily. I mean it can be by like
Salazzle.
and Glamour, I was trying to think of the other one. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Does Mesper get healing wish? Am I misremembering?
I'm almost positive it does.
Let's say if
Yeah,
so, at
it
least
does.
okay.
Yeah.
So I don't hate that things like screens healing wish Mesper into Zombazenta is pretty cool. Like that's something, but that's also trading a whole mon for that, which isn't really ideal.
I mean, his Terra types are really good. His Terra
Mm.
types, Terra Mons. Also, not Mons are runnable without Terra, though.
I mean, Comfey is fine without Terra. Like it's still like a relatively bulky fairy type. It can do the job you want it to do if you
No,
need it for that.
on this team, with the lack of fighting resistance, I don't actually hate it. You're right.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, it's a solid team. I think it has some pretty glaring holes, but it definitely like it's a team that definitely can work.
Is Blaziken drafted?
I have no idea. I didn't take it this time, so.
Because Blaziken with upper hand, I think, wins.
Wait, you're just kind of right. Hang on.
The only thing that could even do that is upper hand doesn't do much to Comfey, but he can just spam it and not make you do anything. It's going to do a Combined War.
Mm-hmm.
Then you only have to get one Flail Blitz turn right. Or Blaze Kick if you're real.
I'm not real. I hate that move. 85 base power and can miss. Awful. Anyway,
Can like drop defense and crit though, who can burn and crit?
yeah, something like that. I don't know. Like it's this to me just look. It's a fine team. I think if you patched up some holes, if you had like a better fighting resist, if you had slightly better removal to kind of keep your really scary guys safe, then I would say it's pretty solid. But
This is a complete tangent crap. We probably should put background music.
oh, we probably should have. I never do that. I'll be honest with you.
I just realized it was like, damn, I'm just alone with nothing but my thoughts about Comfey. Go
Share
find
some of
like
those thoughts about Comfey.
go find
Like
like a glitch city mix or something. Yeah.
I've literally
I just
never played like for Karen tab, but I can actually look at without breaking things. There it is. I found it.
keep looking at this team. I just think, damn, I wish there was a ghost type. And like Terra Ghost Comfey is fake.
Does it have them?
Oh right. I'm gonna blame you.
Well,
I'm used to open Terra, so I'm like, oh, it can be anything.
I tried to say we should do Up in Terror, and I was told no.
I'm still blaming you. I think I was against you on that, actually.
You were. It literally was you. Hey, Zack Attack, welcome.
There's not a ghost type option. Comfey has poison and ground, which are pretty common.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And I bet you could definitely guess Entei's.
I mean, it's Fire Fairy normal. Don't even need to look.
Take a shot for each team that has a fairy terror.
I don't think we'd survive.
If I don't have to drive to pick up um Chinese later
Oh,
tonight, yeah,
fun.
I would do that. I was told that. Oh yeah, at some point during this, we might have to take an intermission for me to go pick up Chinese food, but that's fine.
Understandable.
It's my
I
divine purpose of the evening.
was waiting for my browser to look. I could look the shitty thing to put in the background. What shitty Pokemon remix? Sure, that's fine. How loud is this going to be? Probably way. Oh,
We do need some ghost types, but there isn't any. But it's fine.
it's fine.
Endless is great and a great player,
Yeah.
so I think he'll do fine. I just can't rate this team as high as I'd like to, just due to the lack of resist to fighting. I hate
real.
fighting types, so me being able to give fighting types, a purpose makes me sad. Making me sad on this by making fighting real.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because even like Entei tears into a fighting weakness.
Real quick, Spectre. I'm using you as my my test dummy because you're in chat. Tell me if you can hear the background music, if it's too loud, too quiet, etc. Thank you.
Wait a second. I asked you to put on background music, but I can't even hear because I have the.
This is true.
I'm gonna go put on my own music.
You do that. I think it might be too loud, but there we go. All right, is there anything else we want to touch on real quick with Endless's team?
Don't get boned.
Sounds good to you? Okay, thank you very much, Goki. In that case, let's go on to team number 2. Music's good, cool. We did do this in draft order, by the way.
What mix did you put on? I'll put on the same one.
I think it was just the first one that popped up, just a mix of like 174 of their remixes.
Excellent. Perfect.
Music gone? Maybe I made it too quiet now. Hang on. Or did I minimize it? Is that better? Music's good, and it's gone. Either way, like I said, we just did this in draft order. So if you were down at the bottom, either I'm sorry or congratulations, you get to stick around and listen to us yap forever.
The teams get more delusional as we go, not like the drafts. I mean, it's...
Mine's last as well, and I personally think my team is very delusional this time. Just grabbed things. Anyway, we've got our good buddy Josh.
On energy.
Feel. Moves back is good. Okay, cool. Thank you, Spectre. Like I said, guys, I'm totally a professional. I definitely know. I don't know what I'm doing. Fine.
The disc. I like how Faith has done irreparable damage to all future PRs because of putting the small Terrapagos in our dock and us never updating it.
Yeah, I refuse to fix it. It's funnier that way.
85 speed, if anybody's curious.
Yes. Yeah, we've got Josh's team with Maki's little favorite turtle with Terrapagos. With my favorite round oneer that I just don't grab half the time with Urshifu single. I forgot we allowed Terra Sizzle or not.
Yeah, Terra Sizzle too, but it didn't do much, so I'm excited to see if it does more this season.
Too. Got Primarina. I have no funny joke for Primarina.
Wagon.
It's
the mailman.
We have the dragon who got crit and made me sad yesterday. Terra Espeon.
You're not loving your Dragonites.
I do love it, but I do. Well, mine's a her, but I do love her. She just made me sad.
Sure. This is an Ajax motherfucking Jetstream.
Deal. We have Terra Espeon, which I still have to try out. I like Terra Espeon.
I used it in twice now. It's really good. I think you'd like it.
We have Arcanine, the fluffy version. Good dog. They're both good dogs.
Oh.
We have would you like to share your Clodsire name?
You mean Claude Sire?
That
with
too.
an A and a U from Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Literally. We've got Decidueye.
Oh, that's Decadewey.
Decadewey, you're right. I'm so sorry. And we have the Spider-Craft tried to draft like 5 separate times, and I never actually get it.
It's okay. At least it's good. Because if those a while before it was on PAL decks, it didn't have a terrible blast.
Yeah. This team is interesting. And I don't mean bad. I don't think any of Mudkip Division's teams are bad. But can we just talk about Once again, middling speed, like but across the board this time.
Yeah, Espeon being your fastest at 110 is a decision.
Yeah. Like, it's definitely a good thing he grabbed webs, because I feel like the team kind of needs it, but at the same time, we have once again seen a team that, like, it needs its hazards and has a good setter, but no way to prevent Finn or, like, deter defog or anything. Right, we are bad. No, you guys are great, Squeak. Yeah, this... Why does this team counter mine so well? So real. But yeah, this... It's just a shame to see nothing to prevent hazard removal against with this team that clearly needs its webs. And like, sure, you have a lot of ones that can boost their speed, like, you know, Dragonite loves to D-dance, Terapagos loves to rapid spin or rock polish, or Shifu single if you're exactly me, clicks Trailblaze every single week, but yeah, I don't know.
Sorry, I was getting distracted by chat.
No, I saw, you're fine. Some of these teams are insane. They really are, Zach.
I definitely think that you do need webs. Otherwise, you're gonna be good stuff to Trailblaze or Scarf single.
Mm-hmm.
You have a great priority with Skizzle and D-Knight,
Which definitely helps at least a little bit. Decidueye too. Not as strong as the other two, but you know, Stab Shadow Sneak is still a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Unless there is a ghost type. I almost forgot that Decidueye was a ghost type for a second, so like at least you can block spin. But defog is still very free into this team.
I mean, to be fair though, that's pretty common. There's not very many good different ones.
Yeah, it just, I don't know. I guess the other problem is Decidueye, like, ES thing, it's not the greatest spin blocker.
Kinda sucks.
Yeah, like, I like Decidueye. I like the other one better, to be fair. But like, it's definitively fine. But
it's got knock. It's got roost.
Yeah. Doesn't have triple arrows.
Good grounded poison. Magic bounce helps with the hazards. I think really good solid Terramons.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Terramons are crazy. They're very, very good.
I had Dragonite with Zamazenta 2 seasons ago, and I felt like the two were fighting for a lot of screen time. So I'm curious to see how Single and Dragonite do, because I'm feeling you might have the same issue, along with Sizzle as well. That's 3 physical attacks.
I can see that, but I at the very least think that like Shifu and Dragonite are doing different things. Like Dragonite is either going to be, you gotta be like the funny bulky Thunderwave spamming like I just refuse to die Dragonite, or it's going to be set up in most cases. Well, Shifu 9 times out of the 10 is, you know, putting out a choice band and just obliterating something. Like I feel like they're different enough in the sets they usually run that you're like, you can make it work.
Oh, absolutely. It just, even more so with the last one, Kyo, this one, only real startups Absorber is Magic God Espion.
Yeah. Magic Bounce, yeah.
Just clicking, I guess there's Ocarina that can eat the Willow, but clicking Willow into so much of this team just gets almost guaranteed progress. It's gonna take lefties away from Prim, it's gonna take Shell away from Therapy.
Mm-hmm.
I do like a strong dog with Therapy, though. That's really nice for the ghosts.
Yeah, agreed. I definitely like Shifu a lot on the team. I think it fits very, very well. The team likes having its insane breaking. I mean, there aren't many teams that don't like having its ridiculous potential, but...
Mono dog.
True. Yeah, I think this team is going to be kind of annoying to play against, too, because like it is almost deceptively bulky with like Arcanine, Clodsire, Primarina, even like Terapagos and stuff like that. Breaking through this team isn't the easiest thing in the world as long as Josh like plays his switches correctly.
This team, I think, will rely on a lot of switches because like the only wish pixel is Espion.
Right.
And Arcanine, Decidueye, Decadui, Dragonite, and Claude all have self-heal. It's just Prim and Torrent that we have to rely on outside sources or rest their chest or leftovers or draining this.
Right. And with that being said, like, I do like that Josh has multiple removers. I just don't think really any of them outside of like maybe Decidueye kind of want to be your remover. Like, do you...
Galapagos can be, but he'd rather be doing other things.
Yeah, exactly. And it's nice to free up the item slot so he really doesn't need the boots every week.
Yeah, it will be a long fight, Spectre. I have a feeling that these games will go a little bit longer if this team is played properly.
Absolutely. It would have been nice to see like another, like a secondary spinner or something here. I don't think it's the end of the world. Like Scizor can do it sometimes. It's not the worst thing, but yeah. Brain just turned off halfway through that sentence. Excellent. All that it ever works to begin with.
I think we can move on. I think that it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, you have good fairy resist.
Which you definitely need when you're using, especially like single Shifu. Having the Claude and Scizor and Arcanine is great for keeping him safe.
Mm-hmm.
Any closing thoughts on Josh's team?
You definitely have some really good mons. Like you have Tropicos, Dragonite, Primarina, even Cloud. That's some and Scizor. Like that's the good mons check.
Yeah. It's kind of funny because I remember when I like spoiler alert, I don't think anyone cares. I have Raging Bolt, and I remember Josh was very sad that he didn't get to use Raging Bolt, but I kind of think his team ended up better with Dragonite and drafted. So
Mm-hmm.
kind of a
Because he might not have had Vantula for webs too.
exactly. Evangela, I think, kind of it's gonna have to pull a lot of weight. Right. On to the chef himself. Would you like to read this one off?
Oh yes,
Hey,
I was watching the stream, which is behind.
right.
So it's we have the dolphin. We have Dolphin Friend. We have Big Bunny. We have Speed King himself. That's my boy right there. Best libero mon. We have Walking Schmake, Schmucking Schmake. We have Screen Tail, Crep's Little Ball of Love.
Ooh.
We have UU's Strongest Stealth Rocker. We have the biggest piece of shit of all time. I hate this fucking thing. If you flip me one more time this week, I might lose it. Iron Jug. It's a good boy right there. Fuck that thing. We got Overquillium. We got Cryo with Cheese. We have Sabertooth Fraud. Go-Go with Terra. And Shore.
I'm convinced I'm the only one this gen that still likes Raikou. Granted, I had it on a rain team, which kind of helped it, but still.
Yep, Scald.
Yeah. It still has all its sauce. It's just like, yeah.
It is a speed tier.
It sure is. Speaking of speed tiers, almost the whole team above 100.
It's my kind of team.
Still. And I can definitely appreciate it. It isn't just like one or two super fast mons. Like you actually have a decent little speed ladder going down there. They go from the 119 to the 115, stuff like that.
What's your opinion on the speeds from 108 to 109?
I'm a fan.
Why is Cryo 105 speed?
I don't have an answer for you. Hey, Goki, someone else who loves Raikou. I'm happy. I love that guy. He's cool. Stinky Cobalion says Squeaks.
Yeah. Agreed.
Real.
No, yeah, it's okay.
I would like to point out, unless I'm a little silly, there is exactly one fairy resist on this whole team, and it's Cinderace. Because your steel type is also part fighting, and your poison type is part dark.
Dark.
So that's definitely kind of a glaring weakness. Like there aren't that many like super strong offensive fairy types, but so many mons want to be Terra Fairy. That is a legitimate concern.
I was making a joke about the bit we said about what I named my Clodsiles in the PLs and not being a Grandma Nazi. So chill out.
It's okay. Spectre's a little slow. He's actually one of my friends. I can say that.
Okay. Sorry, he attacked me.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I don't know. I'm trying to decide how I feel about Walking Wake here, because like obviously Wake is a good mon. It's got very good stats. It's got good moves. Got good coverage. Outside of Sun, I don't know how much I love it. Not saying it can't work, but it feels a little odd.
Which one?
Wake. Walking Wake.
Yeah, when I saw his first couple months, I thought, is this gonna be like a mixed weather team? It's not.
Said it's a no weather team.
Yeah, which I think is probably the best for what we got here, because I was like, how is Ace and Palathin gonna control what weather they want? Same with Wake.
Right.
Water offense though.
Yeah, definitely. That's the only downside is like Wake can't use its like its good move, which I mean Surf is still fine.
I mean, it's like Hydra.
This is true. You can click Hydra and miss and be sad. Yeah, but like I feel like most of the time with Wake you'd rather have the power over the potential burn.
It does get scald.
Okay. I do love the
fair.
I do love the pivot potential here though with like Palafin, Cinderace, Cobalion, Raikou. That sounds really annoying.
That's definitely how I like doing with Palafin teams, is super pivot heavy.
Yeah, agreed. I said it like I've used Palafin. I've never used Palafin. In theory, I agree. we are back to only one remover, which like Crocodile's a good one. Granted, it's going to be Boots every week, but or it's going to be Terra, but then you're kind of not getting your offensive scary guy to Terra, which isn't ideal.
Yeah, Terra Blast flying is super good. I'm assuming it has that. Yeah, flying. No, not flying. Dog Fairy Steel. Okay, so take back what I just said about Terra was flying. I would have gone flying over Dog.
Yeah, that's fair. I agree. We really should be mentioning the Terra types. We totally just forgot to with Josh. It's fine.
Steel, Water, Fire for Sizzle, and Psychic Fairy Fighting for Espeon.
Yeah, that checks out.
I really had my eyes open to Electric on Espeon.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's very, very good. I mean, Court Change. Yeah, true. I don't know. Court Change is always such an iffy move, especially when you have an Overquill that, like, using your own hazards, and you've got really good rockers with Cobalion and Scream too. Like, Court Change is a little bit weird because you already have a pretty stacked hazard line. I don't know if you really want to be using Change most times.
I look at Court Change as a deterrent most of the time.
Yeah.
Which it still is here.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's just gonna. If you can get in the vortex, you'll be doing really good.
Oh, absolutely.
You're right though, because you have such good strong hazards. You're gonna be forced to bring Cryo more and more.
Mm-hmm.
And Cryo's not a bad mon. It's 105, recover, freeze dry. I don't know why it got shit, but it did. But that does limit you a little bit, unless you just cool running mono boots, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
But Finn likes his punching glove, especially because you have two strong physical tackles. Rocky Helmet is likely.
Mm-hmm. I agree, Spectre. I do hope Palisand gets to show up and do something, because I love that mon. I think it's actually really cool. It's just a shame it's like on paper looks okay and then isn't.
Where are all the ghost types? We keep having like B tier C list ghost types, and Endless didn't have one.
This is very true. It's also his only ground type, so I feel like Palisand's gonna end up having to come a lot.
I've been there before.
Yeah, same. Me with my Sandaconda in an Ubers League. I don't think it came once.
Sandaconda clears. I wish I had Volt Absorb.
Yeah. I also wish I got Trick Room Operator. That would actually be really...
that'd be devious.
It would be. It'd be hilarious. I just realized that Walking Wake also gets flip turn. There's even more pivot. This team has so much pivot. like Jug isn't usually going to be using U-turn. It's just like a choice set, but like it does have it.
The choice sets are pretty good though.
I think my only like maybe hang up with this team is like I don't know.
One fairy resist.
The one fairy resist is definitely a big thing, and it's like this feels like another team to me that absolutely kind of has to like get on the gas and go, because like Screamtail and Overquill are definitely great defensive pieces that you can fall back on to an extent, but neither one of them is like gonna last the entire game just on their own merit. You definitely gonna have to step on the gas pretty hard with this team.
And you have wishes that can keep Cobalion alive, which is nice. Same with Overquill.
Yeah.
But we're now dedicating 2 Mon slots to that, which I think is something you brought up a great point on, is we're almost limiting ourselves by our Mon choice.
Mm-hmm. Team is another team that really doesn't like fighting types. Like I know Screamtail is there, but like if Screamtail is weakened and Palosan's not there, or Palosan's having to deal with something else, fighting types are scary.
At least you have Ace can be a really good like Willow bot if it needs to.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. It's just kind of a shame to use Cinderace in that way and not like click a banded Pyro Ball and kill something, but
Agreed, but like the Will-O-Wisp Pyro Ball court change set isn't bad at all.
no, it's definitely a real set.
Blaze. I also wish Water Contraction made it immune to like Storm Drain.
Me too. Water Compaction was so close to being cool. So close. This team doesn't like Annihilate. Yeah.
You better be running the Ace set I just said, otherwise you're cooked.
Yeah. Especially because it's not even the Terra Flying Jug, so it's like... Yeah, no, that's very valid.
You almost drafted that one.
I almost did, and then someone took it like 3 rounds before me or something. Which is fine, it was more of an it's still there and it'd be kind of funny, so I'll grab it pick. It wasn't really like a I super want it.
Yeah, I went late this draft.
Yeah.
It's okay, Lando, I got dropped in Grace.
That's so
As
real.
it should.
No one that mon. It always almost looks good on paper, and then you actually use it. Wow. You do nothing, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I like this team. I think it's solid. I just think there's a couple of little like things I'd like to see fixed, but overall it's got a very good foundation. I think is how I describe it.
I like the pivot for Palafin.
Yeah, for sure. Like the pivot offense version of this team is kind of crazy.
I didn't even think about that. Well, when we get to the Incinerate, Annihilate matchup, we'll see if he has any ways to deal with the team. I think Common hasn't.
True. Right. We want to move to the next one?
Incineroar, sure.
Oh, look who it is. Isn't that convenient?
Oh, that's me. Do you want to read off mine anyways, even though it's mine because I had the last one, or?
I feel like it's yours, so we should get the Maki introduction.
Okay. I got the best mon in the format. That's my girl Prez. Out here, coming back. She lost in semis last time I had her, but she's gonna come back. So help me God. I've never used Waddle Bear. So 3 punches, 3 Rocky Helmet chips. Corv lives to die. Fluttermaine's weird, but it's the best Gen 8 fairy. Taylor Talks is a mon that everybody was surprised I drafted. Like, you mentioned it, Len mentioned it, Ego mentioned it, like, oh, why did you draft? This is a good mon, but not a you mon. So we're gonna see if I'm gonna just whiff it or not.
I forgot you were doing
We got a good doggy.
I love that. That's my favorite dog right there.
Sandaconda Cleos. Best ground type, Gen 8. I got Inteleon with Terra because I needed a speed tier between Urshifu Rapid and Dragapult. I got a dog type, and I thought the screens would be good for Rapid. And the second fairy isn't the worst when you have Pult. I got the only grass type allowed to me, Hisuian Decadui. And then Reboot, hashtag Gloria Gaming, let's go.
Hashtag Gloria Gaming is so real.
Yeah, so my team is Gen 8.
Yeah. And like because of that, I'll give it a little bit of slack for things, but like this is probably the worst speed I've ever seen you draft.
Thanks.
Like your teams are usually like 4 mons above 110 and then still stays fast. And this one's like 142, 120. And then it just goes downhill.
Blame Gen 8.
Oh, I know. Like
too fast mons.
Like I said, I'm not blaming you specifically because I know you were going for like a theme, like a gimmick, but like it definitely is still a problem.
If I wasn't, I would have drafted the Scream Tail instead of that.
This is so true. It actually, yes, it is in fact all Gen 8 because technically the Hisuian mons count.
Showdown counted, so do I. I needed a fire on a grass type. Leave me alone.
Zach attacks as Maki's actually cooking, and I agree. I think the team's got a lot of merit to it. Like for it being kind of like a silly haha Gen 8 only team, it's got some really good mons. We just can't ignore that speed.
It's fine. I just run Adamant every week on Bolt and click Dragon Balls. I'm just gonna treat her like she has a 121 speed tier.
So real. You do have like the best defogger, which is good because I think it's your only removal unless you count. Oh, sorry, no, Decidueye also gets defogger.
Yeah, I do.
So that's the Decidueye I would much rather just be murdering things with because triple arrows is stupid, but like it is still an option. It's valid.
That's my earthquake resist.
It sure is. The team turned out like pretty darn like solid in like a bulky sense, like Corviknight plus Hat plus like even like a more defensive like Arcanine, Sandaconda, Grimmsnarl. Like that's not fun to break through. It's not impossible, but it is a pretty solid like kind of defensive lineup you have.
Okay, you took the Colossal. I couldn't have it and Falconing it. I'm sorry. I can't be that quad weak to grind. I already have Tots.
Freighter does make a point where like you have Tailwind and Trick Room, so you have ways to like kind of fix your speed. And you have things like Toxtricity that have a good way to boost it. Same with Arcanine. Same with like Chifu, but lacking that initial speed advantage outside of exactly Dragapult and Teleon is a bit of a shame.
You're right. I'm not gonna disagree.
Yeah.
These are my Galot gamers. This is my 3-5 team.
My 3-5 team is so real.
And all 3 of those wins are gonna be pulled carrying this team on her back.
Valid.
Yeah, I got T-Wave Grim. See, I'm out here cooking.
Yeah, like you definitely have options to help the speed. It just, it's not.
After I get 3 shift gears up, we'll be laughing.
True. I'm questioning how we're getting to that 3, but I want to see it.
Shed Tail, I guess.
Shed Tail. Parting shot in with Grimmsnarl into it. We click it once on a switch, but we have a focus dash, so we live.
Boom bust. No, I'm third spray 8 weeks in a row.
Oh, real. That's valid. That's entirely valid.
Set up my screens. I parting shot. I switch in. I'm clicking my little thing. I'm getting my boost. I'm boom busting. I'm failing to kill the ghost type and getting shadow snaked.
I can barely get 1 shift gear off. You're insane. So real. Oh, goodness.
Okay, Sandaconda couldn't take every physical attack I have. It's gonna be fine.
He's got a Corviknight to help him. The Fizz-Def buddies, they can handle it.
I had Sandaconda. Corviknight lives to die, so wish you the best.
This is so true. Honestly, flawless plan, says Goki. Oh boy. Like again, despite like the clearly gimmick team status, I do really like Pull plus Rapid. That seems a little gross.
Wanted Hammer. Gotta take one pick before me, so I got a bear.
I kind of think the bear works out better though, because you kind of I feel like you don't have a whole lot of like initial power, barring like, you know, kind of Dragapult if you're like a choice set and the Arcanine. So like having something
Have a
else that
dog.
can just break things is great.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, Decade is fine with triple arrows, but it's slow as shit.
Yeah. Oh, I want to see at least one Trailblaze triple arrow sweep. I expect it.
Oh, okay.
That's your assignment this season.
Okay, what's the toxic code?
I keep trying to draft it, and then I keep underestimating how many points it is.
I think I do it. You were supposed to just take earthquakes that resist U-turn or neutral U-turns, but I guess you have a job now. Yeah, that is an earthquake switching. That is a stone edge switching. That is a U-turn neutrality. Look at that right there. That could do it.
True. Oh,
Why
Squeak.
does your boot have an insane speed tier though?
It really does. Like,
Wait, it gets fail stinger?
apparently. There you have a second mission, Mucky. How do you feel?
Terrible. I don't believe in this team can get a win.
You've gotta do your Gen 8 On's justice. Gen 8 gamers. That's what I was trying to think of. My brain turned off.
Take so much false confidence into a team with an effective speed set of 80.
Oh no, for what it is, I don't think it's awful. It's definitely not. I don't. It's not up to your usual standard of like, how did we let Maki get this? But it's a gimmick team, so that's to be expected. I still think for what you're going for, it works.
I woke up every day. I drafted a Gen 8 mod. I went to work. I went to the showdown thing and I clicked the Gen 8 thing and the typing I needed and said exquisite.
Exquisite. I got a couple screenshots of the Showdown Gen 8 Mon list, I know.
Really waking up and seeing Sandy Kondo as my only option really made me think. It was, do I want to spend the rest of the budget on Austin Luna? Not really. Hence the round 7 Sanaconda.
Anaconda's cool. I'm sure we'll do something.
Yeah.
They sure do, Spectre.
That's my goal, Prez.
Indeed.
The good ghost type that we're looking for. I wasn't even
Really?
trying to make that a tangent. But yeah, but I hope I get a couple wins. I want the Gen 8 Gamos to make playoffs at least. Then I'll lose in semis. It's gotten intense.
Same. It's okay. No, you're the best. You're gonna get a win this time, I believe.
Maybe, but not with these clowns.
Everyone's going to underestimate the silly Gen 8 team, and you're gonna win, I believe.
No, there's a Dragapult on there. They're gonna hate me on principle.
That's, you know what, valid.
I'm glad that whining to get pulled at pick 4 worked.
It really did. Everyone was like, "Yeah, no, this is Maki's. We'll give this to her."
Yeah, exquisite even.
Exquisite.
I'm gonna have to do another elephant team.
True.
Alright, we can move on now. I'm clicking Dragon Taunts.
And surging strikes.
So many signature moves. I love Gen 8 signature moves.
Same. Look, it's Gray. It's him. Seems terrifying. Anyway,
Hello.
I can't believe Valiant made it to round 5. That's like I don't like Valiant personally, but Valiant being all the way at like pick 5 is crazy. Not round 5, you know what I meant. The fifth pick, but
Yeah. So I was responding to a text message.
no, you're fine.
Are you reading off the team?
I got it. Yeah, we got the Mon we were just talking about, Iron Valiant. I just don't know how I feel about Valiant. I know it's good, but like, I also feel like it just does nothing half the time.
You know, it's I don't know. I can't use the thing to save me.
Real. We have
I don't know. I can't look at it the same after having it slow me down in finals.
that's valid. We have the Mon that keeps getting rejected from Virizion, so I keep drafting it with Samurai Hisui, little guy, killing. We have the second best spinner in the generation. I feel similarly
I
about
really, I really wanna say it like, nah, tread heads unite, but like it's really hard to be a tread head in a post Terapagos world, because you have Terapi and you have a mid tusk, like the big one, Great Tusk, And then at that point, I've I've spent so much of my money on Dragapult. I'm supposed to have Eric.
So
For
real.
those uninitiated, Eric is Dawn fan, but I do love trading it.
Hmm. I like Treads as well. I think it's a very, very solid one for sure. We have I have nothing funny for Latios, but Latios sure is here. We have it has to do something this time, right? He's got Terra, like Okidoki has to do something this time.
Yeah, it's gray. He's gonna like sweep.
This is true. It is gray. This is very, very true. If anyone can make this mon work,
if he can't make Terra Okidogi work, this mon's dog.
literally no one can at that point. Got Thundy T, the stat stick himself. We have
101 speed. Let's go.
We have my favorite ghost type. Finally, a good ghost type that's not Dragapult with Skeletors.
Say, what are you gonna get to Prez?
We have another mon that I'm really terrified is in Gray's hands because it's annoying. We have Terra to Dunsparce.
I use that thing at some point. I've been using Dunsparce, the little one.
Mm-hmm.
That thing's awesome.
Yeah, I've been wanting to try to Dunsparce. I've got it at some. And then I'll be honest, I have no idea why Abomasnow is here, but he sure is. Why is Abomasnow here? I'm so confused. Was it just like I need a grass type and this guy is like okay? I'm confused. I'm just confused on the vision. Like, granted, like Veil is a great thing to have. Abomasnow is not great at getting it up, but it sure can do it. Yeah, like Aurora Veil and like it's a grass type. Those are the only two things I can see. I don't know. Abomasnow is weird here. Yeah, I think it literally just is Aurora Veil strats, which like again it is
Leech.
Yeah, but like Abomasnow's not great at that because it just dies to a light breeze with how many things it's weak to. Like obviously the Veil is fine and they clearly needed the ground resist. Like I understand that. I understand they needed a grass type, they needed the ground resist, but like I feel like there has to be a better grass type somewhere down those low tiers that isn't weak to everything that exists.
Not from Gen 8.
Not from Gen 8. Well, luckily, not everyone was beholden to the Gen 8 shtick.
Shackles.
Yeah. Stop ScoMo from screaming at his team.
Bit of Sandproof or Wild? I was gonna say, I know at some point when I was drafting Decadui H, Tessa was still up. I think Tessa got taken in Grays.
Right. Even Thwacky or something could have been used there.
Go. Put up the Gookie Calcs.
I'm surprised you didn't grab Thwacky, by the way, for your grass type.
I didn't let Corv do it all.
That's valid.
And also, we didn't visit neutral to Utah. I was gonna draft Thwacky, but then I was sleeping. I was in Dreamland, and I remembered Hisuian Decidui existed.
And I love that mon, so I'm not faulting you. I was just surprised because I know you like Thwacky.
It came to me in a dream.
Deal.
I was also planning on drafting Vaboot. I didn't need both of them.
Gotcha. Makes sense. This we once again have a team with like kind of awkward speed. This one's not as bad. Like the 116, 110, 106, 101's nice. Just the drop off to like 85 and slower isn't ideal, but it's like fine.
You know what? Filling that 101, it's an 85 speed tier. Vaboot.
True, you're so right. My brain just shut off hard for a second. I just like zoned out. Okay.
That's how Treads somehow learned bulk up and got bulk 1,000,000 kills. Hello.
I wish. Hello. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I like this team. I love like Val Latios and like Terra Okidogi with Samrock spikes. I think is pretty cool. I think you can definitely cook pretty hard with that, and Treads to kind of back them up.
A second Spittle.
Yeah, agreed. Like You know, as much as Treads is like one of the best spinners in the game, it is nice to have some backup in that regard.
It's like what we talked about before, because it's also your main.
Yeah.
The Dun gets it too.
Mhm.
But I just really like the Rocks the Dun. It's not bad. I just would rather have Glare and bullshit, Glare Roost. Because you're running Glare Roost Rocks like Body Slam that Joker moveset. You can't
Yeah.
swing like Earthquake or something.
Hmm.
I think the Dun gets Boom Bust, so I'm too Dun spelled.
It does in fact get Boom Burst, yeah. I do love the combo of Hammerot with Skeletors though. That's kind of sick. Like they cover for each other really
Nice.
well. Dirge can spin block for the Samurott. Like I think that's a really fun combo. I've have I used that before? No, I didn't have Hammerot on my last. Did I? No, I did. No, yeah, never mind. I'm talking crazy talk as usual. But no, I think those two are really really cool together. That's like a fun little like offense/defensive core together.
No, Gray's team is stupid scary, and who was it? Stupid scary.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna get destroyed. But yeah, Taoki Doki's gonna kill us all.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure Valiant just gonna set up a Swords Dance on me and kill all of my silly little yellow gamers.
Mm-hmm. I think my only real criticism with this team, and I'm going to keep coming back to this, but that's just because I draft a certain way, and I know not everyone else does, and I feel like the
There's
team
not a witch passer on this team.
that there is, it's Latios, but
I know, I was waiting for you to say that.
yeah, I feel like the bulk is a little bit on the lacking side. Like obviously you have Dirge who just refuses to die, same with the Dunsparce, but like Lottie, you don't always want to be a bulky pick. Same with Treads, same with Dogi. It's like you have ones that can take hits, just not ones that can keep taking hits. I feel outside of those two specifically.
It's stricter than clear. Sees the edge.
Real. I don't know. Overall, I think the team is really scary. I do like it quite a bit. I would like to see a little bit more in the bulk department, but that is an entirely personal thing, and I know not everyone like my stupid self.
You need to draft a very specific style, otherwise the wood won't implode.
That's very true.
Boo womp. I know the team was awesome though.
I still think my only other criticism is Abomasnow just feels kind of there. Like I get it, Veil is potentially really cool for this team, but I don't know. It just feels. I feel like Abomasnow's going to come to like a game.
What else is scary? I have a feeling I know what the punchline is, but I'm gonna bite.
As we go silent in anticipation.
I like the team.
Yeah. Doesn't have the most pivot potential, which is a bit of a shame.
Just flip, vote switch.
Does Doki get...
Nope.
Just the other two that do? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, I think I use one.
True, I'm terrifying. I agree, Martin.
Scares me all the time.
I scare myself. You know, I think it's a solid team, and I think Gray is going to kill us all. Any other thoughts?
Agreed.
Okay. We got the man himself, the man who owns the league and would be mad at us if we say anything. I'm kidding, he wouldn't be mad. But we got Muffins.
This is Munted Muffin. I don't know if you've heard of a Munted Muffin before. He runs a bakery, but I got taken over by some no duels. So now he has some spooky, nefarious little doodles.
He sure does.
Starting up with Sharknado 2016. And then we have a big ADV. We have Tweedle.
Tweedle.
We have Crip's favorite Pokemon.
Not come to a game yet.
We have Flame Body. We have Solid Rock.
Solid Rocket.
Big. ADV. Second. Greasing, hold the G.
Greasing, hold.
Lurantis. Got the little pants. Got him at like level 22. Voltorb, but big with no sauce. And Kimchi.
Kimchi. So people have already put it out in chat, but for those of you who don't know, Muffin's got like a big list of like only Pokemon that Team Rocket has used at some point, and that was what he was allowed to draft from. So once again, we have a bit of a gimmick, which, you know, does kind of explain some of the things. Like, once again, we have a team that is allergic to speed. We have Electrode.
Everybody enjoyed the Guizing hold the G.
That was good. That was honestly great. I love that. This is why I always have you read them off, because you're way funnier than me.
I try.
Yeah, this team is like, this is like it's false speed, because like Electrode's fast, sure, but like it's not even the good Electrode. It's definitely not going to come every week. And Persian's fast, but it doesn't do much.
Hey, it's like mini Tauros in Gen 1.
Yeah. Cool. I know, so just kind of answering some things in chat here. I know they used Blastoise once, because I distinctly remember an episode of like one of the older, I couldn't tell you which one, of like the older Pokemon animes where like, I don't know, they had like, they were battling against like Ash, and they had like rented Pokemon or something, and one of them was a Blastoise. So I know they used Blastoise. The T-Tar and Garchomp, no idea. Not a clue. Oh wait, was the guy in the Celebi movie had a T-Tar? Was he technically Team Rocket? I know Team Rocket was like aware of him and kind of working with. Was he technically Team Rocket? That could explain. I don't know. I'm grasping at straws because I don't have real answers. Why is this team so fat?
I don't know. Team Rocket likes it that way, I guess.
Apparently. Like, the bulk on this team is kind of obscene, though. Like, Guitar, Blastoise, Florges, Moltres, Rhyperior, Skarm, Weezing, even, like, Garchomp. Like, good luck killing this team.
Actually, Gudra?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I only watched, like, the Gen 3 and 4 anime, and then Brock left, and I said I'm leaving.
Oh, I also stopped watching after 4. I've just seen enough, like, clips and everything to know that he sure did have a Gudra.
The only clip I've seen is, like, the Generations thing, where, like, Dragonite's actually killing civilians.
That's so valid. I think that guy does count as Team Rocket. Okay, fair enough. We're learning. We're slowly learning. James and the fatties. That's a freaking... That's so real. Terror Rhyperior is a war crime. Can we just, like, acknowledge that for a moment? That mon is stupid. That mon doesn't die.
So, for context, I did PRs with Ariel, you know this.
Yeah.
And she was messaging me, I love how different your PRs with Crep and Avery are. Apparently I'm not just calling things the biggest piece of dog shit on this one, and I was for his, so, you know, shout out. Maybe I'm not being mean enough.
You did say you're going to be bad cop, but there has been a shocking lack of bad cop. Yeah, Persian makes perfect sense for a Team Rocket team. We all know that one. That's probably the most fitting one here. I guess that and Weezing.
I'm out at Arbok. That's all I gotta say.
Should have been Terra Arbok. Big sad.
Go for trouble, make it double. Arbok. Yeah, no Jello is sad.
Yeah. Like, obviously Muffin was going for a gimmick, so, like, take it with a grain of salt, but, like, no drill is sad. Squeaks. Whoop me with Terra Rhydon. Rhyperior spookles me.
She got me to use Terra Rhydon in SPDA, and that thing was, like, goated.
So good. It's literally so good. Terra Rhydon is my little guy. It's, like, easily one of the best Terra captains I've ever used. Yes, I'm on a different account. Fair enough, Muffin. Welcome anyways.
As you should be, Misty.
Yeah, we were kind of discussing the lore, Muffin, trying to figure out where each of the, like, when Team Rocket used some of these guys. We're getting there. We're slowly figuring it out. Yeah, like, just I want to like this team so bad because I love the bulk that it has, but outside of, like, exactly Garchomp Rhyperior, I feel like it's not very scary offensively. I guess like
Okay, hold, pause.
Hmm?
What's this T-Toss slander?
I was kind of getting there. I was like T-Tar 2, it's very slow. Excuse me, oh my goodness. It's very slow, and there are so many good fighting. Once again, a team that's scared of fighting types for the most part. But there are so many good fighting types around this gen that like
get your 4 Dragon Dances and win the game.
This is true. This is very, very true. James and Jesse's iconic Garchomp, true Shiva. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like barring those 3 scary guys, there's not a whole lot of like initial power. Like, the team's not going to go down fast, but it's also not going to kill things particularly fast either.
Respects Moltres in my back.
True.
For a theme team, kind of like you said for mine, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Muffin, if you can't just keep running offensive Florges.
I think he definitely can, and he will. Offensive Florges slaps. It really does. Muffin, you need to teach me the ways of Florges. I've drafted it in a league, and I'm currently going to semis, and I've not brought it once.
It was that league. I'm like, they do have it. Yeah.
Can't wait for Subbataya Moltres. That's so real.
Yeah, because you gotta take Rock's chip to get to 50, sub to get to 25%, and then you're chilling.
True. The thinker.
I'm sorry, that's my fault. I ruined you.
I will say, like, again, theme team and all, but even for a theme team, like, the hazard game on this team is ridiculous. Like, you have Garchomp, you have T-Tar, you have Skarmory, you have Weezing for T-Spikes, you have Rhyperior. Like, you have so many rockers and, like, 2 amazing spikers. The hazard game here is ridiculous.
T-Tar Chomp, yeah.
Yeah. You only have, like, 1.5. Lurantis still gets default, right?
I mean, maybe.
I think that's why I said 1.5, because I wasn't actually sure. Like, you have 1 like real remover, and like Blastoise is a very good one. Okay, so, and you have Lurantis, but I feel like Lurantis would rather be doing funny haha contrary stuff. But Lurantis has Terra Stellar, right? It's got it. It has to have Terra Stellar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
It's the only Terra Stellar in the league.
Woo! That's because it's terrible unless you have exactly contrary. That is true. There is no ghost here. Default Lurantis is the GOAT. You know what, Muffin? I trust you. I believe in you.
It was like hope, but I'm here for it. How many Rock Records are we gonna launch this season?
I want to see. Please, it's not Terra Rock, is it? It's probably Terra Ground on the Rhyperior.
Yeah.
Okay, Muffin, since you're here, I have a request. You can do it like later in the season if you want to. Like, after you're either like assured in or out of playoffs or something, change it to Terra Rock and just bring Choice Band Terra Rock Rock Wrecker. I have to see it. I have to see it at least once. That's all I request.
We're wrecking the rocks with this one.
We are wrecking rocks. Yeah, I really just feel like if this team had like real speed outside of specifically Electrode, it would be pretty solid. But like, that really holds it back.
2 scale shots.
2 scale shots. Yeah, I think it's a cool team. It's not going to be fun to break. Like that's the biggest thing I can say for this team. Like the whole, like, these guys right here plus these 2, breaking through this team is not fun. Like,
Muffin, that's called Gen 1 mechanics, my friend.
Yeah, sadly that is in fact not an item. I wish it was. Right, any closing thoughts on Mr. Muffin's team? And man, they're gonna die. Is that one of your little plush buddies? I always forget.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Watch Rock Polish Rhyperior run through. You're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong.
It's also the Pokemon on my keys.
It's my guy. It's my favorite. He's right there. Look at him.
I have the wrong stream open.
Oh.
Crono?
I was talking about the Terra Iron Crown, but yes.
Yeah,
I do also love Crawdon. That's the one I keep thinking about using, and I'm like, do I really want to?
Shit, this is the best team in the league. It's Toxic Croak.
It is. It's Toxicroak Gaming. See, Squeaks has done what I could not.
Wrap it up. We can end the stream. He's on the best
Put him in S tier. Close the stream.
Yeah. Nothing more to say.
You know, in hindsight, we probably should have made the tier list before we started the stream today, but it's fine. Like, at least like set it up.
It's fine. That's gonna be the Chinese pilgrimage.
Sure, the
side quest
intermission.
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tier Iron Crown is crazy. It scares me. I agree. I love that guy. He has uni true. Toxic gaming.
So we got the moon. The moon haunts you. Iron Crep. Hey, what's your opinion on Zoroark's defenses?
We're not getting into that. I love them on though.
It's a great moment. We got a Sealer's Trip. We got Trixie, Best Kitty. We got the Red Lobster, Shadow Bay Biscuits. We got Heatran's nephew, Zapdos' nephew, Eric. We got Chestnut, that's my boy Minced, and Crep's favorite Pokemon that she refuses to draft. And Muffin just changed his Terra Cap to Rog.
I was not prepared for ASMR Eric there. Like, wait, he changed it to Rock. Muffin, you're the best. This is why Muffin's the best, everybody. Can everyone just acknowledge in chat that Muffin is literally the best?
And that's why I read off the Moss.
It is. Hello. Welcome. So that the first three here make me very happy. I love all three of those mons so much. I love them together. I love them separate. They're awesome.
Little gif of the cat jumping.
Yeah. Weeks, I don't know if you're still here, but you currently have my favorite team just because you have Terra Iron Crown. That's it.
You have Sylveon and Eric.
And Volcanion. Squeaks, why did you just get some of the coolest mons ever?
Yeah, put Squeaks in STO. We can move on with today. Sauce.
This is true. Okay, here
specs every week.
Hear me out, Athena. What you do with it, you hide it as some annoying bulky rocker. You lead it turn one with a focus sash. You click nasty plot and you kill two mons. That's how you use it.
And then you counter lead with a Primarina and you hyper voice an Aqua Jet.
Terra Crown instantly go to team. Exactly, Shiva. I completely agree. Definitely biased, but I don't care. It's still awesome. Zoro playing fake Crown to catch Shadow Ball is nasty. It really is, yeah. I love the Zoroark pick on this team. Like, there are some teams where, like, it's just kind of there, and, like, yeah, maybe it'll trick someone, but it's kind of just there for the power. I feel like this team is...
As a Toxicroak, both get nasty plot.
True. I feel like this team is very good at, like, hiding Zoroark as something that actually scares the opponent.
Yeah, Toxicroak.
Toxicroak. This, I will say, like, there is some bulk on this team with your Sylveon, your Rotom Heat, and like your Volcanion, and there's Donphan and Chestnut too. I feel like the team struggles a little bit on the special side bulk wise. Like, you kind of just have like specifically Sylveon and like kind of Roaring Moon. Do be careful of that.
Special bulk, I think.
It's okay. You kind of need an AV to make it like really usable, but AV Volcanion is a real set.
It's the best item in the game.
Real.
And they both get Sludge Bomb. Toxicroak Gaming. We are Big Croak. We are quite literally sending these motherfuckers back to Sinnoh with this much sauce.
So true.
I was getting too excited and broke Caleb today. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. It's peak.
I think it's Vacuum Wave too.
True.
Not Zoroark though. We're just back to Toxicroak posting.
Yeah, I figured. There is a little bit of an awkward speed gap from 110 to 98, but it's not the end of the world. Like, it's fine. You have solid speed with, like, Roaring Moon, Zoroark, and Kilowattrel as well. So, like, thank you for not joining the I forgot what speed is group that half of these teams have been in.
94 speed tier.
I take back everything I said. This team is very bulky. You have to be careful with special attackers, but like between like Crown and Volcanion that both love an Assault Vest and Roaring Moon's like shockingly real Spadef, you have things to help Sylveon. I think it's actually fine.
AV Iron Crown is a blanket check to every special attacker.
It literally is. It really is.
It's special land OT.
Yeah.
Toxic Croak Glaze Gaming. I wish this mod was better. I really like it.
Yeah. There's solid hazard support here. It is. I think Donphan is the only specifically rocker, which is a bit of a shame. But you also have Chestnut Spikes. Definitely helps. And I assume Toxic Croak gets T Spikes. If not, I'm sad.
I don't want to answer that question. I was just looking.
So it doesn't, does it?
I don't want to answer that question.
Toxic Croak, why can't you be cooler?
It's too busy getting Encore.
I mean, that's a good move. I'm excited for the Crawdon. Me too. I love Crawdon.
Is it?
Oh boy. Be sad. No T Spike. Squeak has confirmed it for me. Thank you.
I don't want that. No, my little frog. No, we started off with a frog, a fraud frog. We have the based frog now.
True. We have the coolest frog. I love this frog.
Ignore that's actually back.
This frog does beat the other frog, and you know, pretend it doesn't have extra sensory from it. It's fine. No T-Fog, Volker, Rotom, real. Yeah, only one remover isn't ideal, but it is Donphan. It is a very good remover.
Mono Boots.
Mono Boots. It probably doesn't super want to T-Spike, but it always feels bad when a poison type doesn't randomly get them to just throw them out sometimes.
This meme's about Amok.
You know what? You know what, Razzle? I agree. Polydode is awesome. I love Polydode.
Yeah,
I had it last year.
What's this brainlet hate?
What's this brainlet hate? I don't hate brainlet. Brainlet's cool. I like my Polydode.
Big belly.
That is Big Belly, but he's not here. But Hilo does not get defog, sadly. It looks like it should, but it doesn't.
What is it, Zapdos?
It doesn't get it either.
I know.
We've got so off the rails with this team. We've started to enter into the Crep and Maki are getting delusional part of the stream. Everybody, welcome.
You just said something just terrible.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fun out here to be a Fez head.
I still love Fez. Its move pool is lacking things, but I still love it.
Let's move on.
Yeah. Very cool team.
Before I just start talking about Bellybot rhetoric.
I like that you drafted 2 tactical nukes that can Terra, and I want to see them kill things. That's my quote closing argument.
My closing argument is that thanks, Cook.
Deal. You've got Goki. Assume Goki's still in chat. Either way.
Yeah.
Goki stole my haunts.
We have the horseless headsman. We got a.
But it's only a horse.
You heard me. We have the Mon that's just been getting better in older generations, since they realized that it's good in late gens. So shout out to Big Clefable. Really put money in the shitcoin. It's only been getting better. We have the Gen 8 grass type that I was rightfully owed. We have DOD, a Mon that I was super excited to use, and I'm kind of surprised it doesn't have Terra. There's no joke here. Why didn't you give it Terra? We have Vikavant without Roost. We have Clunk. We got Pex with no sauce. Indeedy, we got another Gen 8 friend. We got Colossal, another Gen 8 friend. Lucha with Psychic Terrain to abuse, and the thingy, the Bastiodon.
The Bastiodon, but not. This team is really funky to me. Like, not necessarily in a bad way. First of all, this is like I just noticed, sorry, I looked at the speed tiers for a second. I was like, this looks fine, and then just 60, 45, 43, 40, 35. I don't know. This team feels like it's lacking a little bit of power to me at first glance, because like obviously Spectrator is very strong, but not at first.
I'm being hold on. I'll be right back.
You're good. And then like Zarude can to extent, but thank God it's not Terra, because that mon's broken. But it is lacking a little bit of initial strength outside of like power, which can miss, which isn't ideal. And like I kind of feel like your only initial like hard-hitting guy is Conk, which Terra Conk is disgusting, by the way. I just want to throw that out there. That mon's going to OHKO everything in existence. Scarf everything gaming, exactly. Pro passive speed isn't there. It is. It's right here. Right there. Where's pro passive speed? It's hiding. He's right there. It would be a terrible. Yeah, it's okay. We would never allow that. It's not fun. I'm playing in a league currently where it's allowed to Terra, and it's no. I didn't even want Sinistra to Terra, but I was overruled on that one. I'm sorry to everyone that now has to fight Terra Sinistra. I tried. I sure did try. Oh boy. Scarf Spectre here, my favorite setup sweeper. True, Shiva. I love Spectre. Like I do want he's bluer than I thought. Real. I do love Scarf Spectre, or not Scarf Spectre. I do love Spectre a lot. And I think you kind of need to pair it with a good fighting type. So I'm glad to see Conk here. It feels a little too much like Spectre is doing a lot of like, I don't know. It feels like it's almost being relied on a little bit too much to be like your fast, scary guy when it needs a couple turns to get that going.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I'm just talking about how Spectre is cool, but I don't know how I feel about it here. But you've got it with Conk, which is great because you've got the fighting type to support it. But I almost feel like the team is kind of built for it's like Spectre and or Conk are going to win or nothing else is. It's kind of how it feels. Like maybe you'll get a Halucha sweep here and there, but
did I walk away and you just start slandering?
No, I'm just talking about like the team is really bulky. It's got good support. I just feel like it's lacking power. It is TLDR.
But yeah, why is Polar Pass not there?
It's there. He's
it is.
Right here.
It is. Yeah. That's fast.
It's faster than you think he would be. You do have solid removal at least. Like Colossal isn't the best spinner because it's initially weak to it, so it is forced rocks even if it is forced boots even if it is Terra most times. But it's not a bad option. And you have Halucha Defog as a backup, which I actually kind of like bulkier support Halucha. I think it's kind of neat. I think Horse is such a fraud. Horse feels like a fraud when your team is reliant on it alone to be like your big scary guy. When you pair it with like a Great Tusk or an Urshifu or something, you realize how good it is when its checks are dead. Yeah. And we were talking about how like Conk is right there, which definitely helps because Conk is a tactical nuke of the highest degree. Oh, right. Conk does defog. Okay, so you've had decent removal.
Conk and Halucha are the only defoggers here.
Yeah.
And Rapid Spin with Colossal.
Yeah, exactly. It was with the swiftness of electromagnetism.
I am being summoned to go get food, so we should take an intermission.
Okay, yeah, we can do an intermission real quick. That's totally cool. Well, in that case, chat, Maki needs to go pick up food, and you don't want to sit here and listen to me talk by myself because it will be boring because I'm boring. But really, I just don't want to finish without Maki because Maki is just as much a part of the mod team as I am, if not more, because Maki's awesome. So we're going to wait till she's back before we finish things up. So we're going to take a little intermission here. I was going to say something else there and my brain turned off. It's fine. Everything's fine. But yeah, we'll let Mudkip Division in the Discord know when we are back, but we're going to take a little break for now. Thank you all for chilling with us, though, and listening to our delusional takes.
Bye.
Bye for now, chat. We'll be back